is now in control by POTUS, Donald J. Trump. Boris Johnson and the British government is under control of POTUS and the NSA and, the Q plan, the Q group. This is all being run by this group. Every single government on earth, all of them, have capitulated over to Trump. And that's why Trump made from 2017 to early 2019.
He hit the ground running.
Yes, he did. And he took 6 months to clean the swamp in Washington. And then we're going to start here in a sec. And then he went to Saudi Arabia first because he needed to. There's a reason he went to Saudi Arabia first. And that was the summer of 2017. And that's where this whole story I'm going to tell you today begins. So you're listening and you're just going to walk away from this angry or whatever. But you need to understand, mea culpa. It rests with you. It rests with me. If it wasn't for us being so asleep, none of this would have been allowed to happen. We should have woken up to the milk cartons 30 years ago, 40 years ago, with all of these children going missing. If we live in the most advanced Western world in the history of the world, then what the heck are so many children going missing for, and why are so many kids on milk cartons?
Yeah, the excuse of us being asleep just doesn't cut it when you see what's been taking place right under our nose. It just doesn't cut it.
So I know some of you are going to be very angry with this. All I can say to you is that we are responsible. All of us are responsible for this. And this is, and you just also need to see this as an opportunity. The next 6 months are an opportunity. It's an opportunity for all of you to become the kind of hero that you've always wanted to be in your eyes. Trust in you. Trust in the plan that there are good people fighting against the sickest, most evil people in the creation of evil. Come on. There are good people out there. You get up and be part of this.
They are our tribe.
Absolutely.
Let's support them. We're the digital warriors. Yeah.
And be strong. And be strong for your kids, like so many of you already are. And be that hero. This is your chance. These 6 months is for you to write a new story in your life and you to become the strong person you've always wanted to be and the hero that you have always deserved to be. Be strong, not weak. Don't sit back and just go, oh, Trump's going to do everything. No. No more with Bojo playing this role. No more with Matt Hancock. Enough of this. It's your country. It's not theirs. Who are you afraid of? The police? Remember, they get paid by you. The army, they get paid by you. They took oaths to protect you, not their immediate superiors. So be strong. These 6 months are a gift, an opportunity for you. You may not be able to wrap your heads around that, and it is what it is, but it is an opportunity. This is a gift, and we need to take this gift.
And who imagined on January 1st of this year that 2020 would roll out the way it has? Nobody had any idea of what was coming, but here we are, almost halfway through it. So I think this is a pretty good point for you to take it away and just say what you wanted to say today.
Okay, so let's start first. Everything is about Donald Trump and the abbreviation that you get with Q called D-class or DECLAS. And DECLAS is code or an abbreviation for D-class, and D-class is short for declassify. So the main people behind all of this have been the NSA, because once the military was given access to all of this, cameras everywhere and spying technology everywhere,
access to your cell phone,
and access to everything about you. As soon as that information became available, a group of people within the military said, this is our chance. There is a moment in time and we must act upon this, because what they don't seem to get, and by that meaning the minions who are running things for whoever is hidden in the background, what these minions don't seem to get is that they're just as vulnerable as we are. And so what has been going on, my friends, since 9/11. So remember 9/11, how evil that is, and it was evil. You know, the cremation of care, 11, the twin pillars. That's the two temples of your brain, and 9 is God consciousness, and it was the killing of God on September 11th, 2001. That's the symbology of it. And they were laying out for us in plain sight what they were about to do and finish. And the coronavirus, through 5G towers, 5G wireless, that's right, this wireless signal was their coup de grace, was their kill shot. That was going to be the kill shot for us. And everything went wrong when Hillary didn't win that election. And what you all need to wrap your minds around is that they still to this day don't understand how they lost that election in 2016 November 2016 to Donald Trump. They don't know how, because it was rigged. It was rigged in their favor. The machines were rigged in all the key states. And that's why that Trump actually won in a landslide. If the machines, California, out west, key states were all rigged for Clinton. That's why as the night went on, she started to catch up a little bit. No, it was a runaway for Trump across the entire land, but they had it rigged for a massive Hillary victory. And if that had happened, we'd already be in these FEMA camps. We'd already be locked in our homes. Those of us that didn't comply to that would be in FEMA camps or in body bags. So this was it. This is the plan. So it all starts with the symbol declassify. This comes from the NSA. They have been spying on them and they have it all. Nothing can stop this plan. Nothing can stop what's coming because they have everything. And Julian Assange has been a big player in doing that. And eventually, when the truth comes out about Julian Assange, you'll go, oh, I should have noticed that. Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, I should have picked up on that, but I didn't. So you'll see. I don't want to give too much away. But Assange, number one is declassified.
Was Assange really under arrest, or was that some kind of ruse?
All part of a ruse for the mainstream media to buy into it and to brand him a certain way and stuff. So yeah, he's played a very dangerous role. None of this has been safe and easy for Julian Assange. It hasn't. He's been at risk. He's put himself at risk. But then that whole family has. That whole family has. And there's much more to this family that we're talking about that is yet to come. You don't know all of it yet. You don't know who's coming out next, because there's going to be another person in this family that's going to be able to shine in the coming months, because this is all about technology at the end of the day. So we'll get to that later. Now, number one, so all of this plan, they took all of this information. Trump, by the way, folks, didn't do anything, although Attorney General Barr was placed well in advance to be kind of like a fly on the wall for the CIA. They realized a long time ago from the Kennedys that the CIA was too far gone and too dangerous to try and take down, and too many tentacles out there. So they haven't even tried to take down the CIA. They have just cut them off. The CIA is what it always has been. It's just in plain sight now. They are a rogue agency. They always have been a rogue agency. They exist for the 13 families. That's all they exist for. That's all they answer to. So, but AG Barr was put there as in a special position as a fly on the wall, and he's gleaned a lot of information that has been valuable in helping them understand the CIA's role in all of this and what they were likely to do when this all came down. Okay, so remember that. So declass is everything because the NSA has everything. Okay, so Trump is armed with everything by June of 2017. So this is only 6 months in office and little underneath that. And Trump has, for the most part, cleaned most of the swamp, restructured the DOJ and the FBI, which is most important and some other key offices closer to home, closer to the president, were all cleaned up, and the proper people that they had waiting in the wings were put there. Okay, so in the summer of 2017, it began. Where did Trump go first? He went to Saudi Arabia, and there he went and paid a visit to the Crown Prince. Now, let me just go back, and I apologize to everyone because I just have had so many names in my head here. But Al Walid it was the Crown Prince at that time. Now, he got right into the whole adrenochrome thing and the harvesting of children, and Saudi Arabia began to put in massive tunnel networks underneath the ground. This is all because this Al Walid got sucked in by the cabal, the 13 families, as a huge player, one of the three main arms of their weaponry. So he was exalted with enormous power amongst the minions. Al Walid became one of the key minions by going really evil. And there are a lot of Saudis that didn't like this. They knew what was going on and they didn't like it. You can say whatever you want about some of their other beliefs and stuff, but there's a lot of people that draw lines with children. And so that's what he did, and this is why he needed to be taken down. And there are articles everywhere. You do your own research. The CBS News even did an article, and we're talking about weeks after Trump came and on his visit in July of 2017 to Saudi Arabia. After Trump left, that's when the arrests happened, and Al Walid was arrested, taken down, and in his place was bin Salman. And bin Salman is somebody who was not okay with what Al Walid was doing. Now, a bit of a backstory quickly here, because we got so much to go through, but Al Walid is the one that sort of handpicked Barack Obama as somebody that they could work with and exalt into power. And he's the guy that funded. And that's why Obama has this real kind of Muslim background and sort of the whole Middle Eastern kind of thing with his name and all of it, is because it was this Crown Prince Al Walid of Saudi Arabia that decided to make Obama the one that they were going to turn into this linchpin of U.S. presidents. And so he funded Obama. And so Obama, if you're not aware of this, as a kid, Obama was passed around as a sex toy at some of these bigger gatherings of powerful men, and so he was sodomized, and so it explains a lot about Barack Obama, but it doesn't excuse him for anything. But just suffice to know that he had a rough upbringing, for sure. And so he was ripe for the picking, and they chose him. And so Al Walid funded him. And this is the same Saudi Crown Prince that got Saudi Arabia heavily invested into adrenochrome and child trafficking and the setup and the murder of all of these children for adrenochrome. So when Trump arrived in the summer of 2017, he laid out all of the documents. That's what they did to everyone. They had folders, and the folders had all the documents. There were photographs. They came with discs, CDs, and DVDs, and the CDs and DVDs had fantastic production value, and it had all of their footage doing the most horrific things. The NSA has it all on all of these people. And so I think probably the big things that scared them the most were these DVD compilations of their greatest hits of evil. And so Trump was there the first day, handed all of this stuff out. Now, this is absolutely the truth. What happened the second day? The second day, the Crown Prince and the King both submitted publicly